Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a post-new moon in Aries reading for you. And in a few days, Uranus is going to be moving into Gemini, out of Taurus, where it has been since 2018, if that has any particular significance to you. So we're moving out of the embodied energy of our intuition, the lessons we've learned, the ability to connect more deeply, cross-culturally, globally, and into a place where learning, communication, teaching, uh, and sharing sharing information with ourselves at a more intimate level is starting to be amplified by Pluto's movement in Aquarius. So there's a powerful fluidity in terms of social conditions that are allowing us to communicate broadly. And this is with the knowledge and awareness of the media megalopolis, so that there is a way in which we are potentially becoming more mindful and more empowered regarding means of communication and sharing of information. I have pulled from the Rest deck from the Nat Ministry. I will reject anything that degrades my divinity. I'm going to read some of the back. When you overwork and exhaust yourself, there's no space for magic and mystery of rest to move in your life. Your worth is not tied to how much you produce. Remember what is true. Reject the things that stand in the way of rest. You are a human being, worthy and deserving. And then from the Seed and Sickle, I have pulled the Mushroom. And I'm going to read a combination of the two guidebooks for this. Just like fungus bodies that spread underground, hiding until they're ready to flourish upwards, you've been busy working away in the background. You're wearing yourself thin for the sake of those who don't even realize you've been burning the candle at both ends. If you're not careful, you'll reach a point when you'll burn yourself out. Catch this behavior before it gets out of control. Find someone to help you with your workload or compromise on areas that don't require as much attention. Be your own helping hand and find a way to balance your energy better. Most fungus grow underground and emerge on the surface to form bands of mushrooms commonly known as fairy rings. Common lore suggests that stepping into these rings will put you in danger of being ensnared by fairies, so watch your step. And I'm sure many of you know that not all fairies are kind. Some fairies are quite mischievous. There are even some dangerous fairies out there. So I understand, Pisces, that you will take this mindfully, this advisement mindfully, but you are easily able and in constant communication with various spheres of entities and information. In the present, the Seven of Cups is describing a lot of options that are available to you right now. And this can be part of the motivation to work so diligently, so tirelessly, trying to maximize every opportunity you see as available. And this is more potentially overwhelming and confusing than it is productive. You are, many of you, trying to focus on a specific goal. That specific goal is your greater path or mission in the world that necessarily requires an accumulation of skills and opportunities, resources, and connections to live out your vision of being of service to a variety of communities in a unique way. However, rather than be drawn or distracted by the potential rewards. I do believe that you are focused on the path, the goal of the path, that service is your ultimate uh, um, destination, and that you are willing and able to prioritize the need to sustain yourself through whatever opportunity that becomes most readily available to you, that offers you the best benefit. And by prioritizing that, allowing yourself to drop away from all the invitations and inclusions, no matter how flattering they are. In the past, the Ace of Jades. This suggests to me that you have been on a particular path for a while. You have cultivated a strong set of skills, a body of resources that are helping to seed this greater project that you see as your path, as your devotion, and even your craft. There is a love, there is an entrancement that accompanies the work that you do because of your well suitedness to it, and because the purpose of the work is improved as you do it more. And this is part of the trap of overworking in some ways. For those of you that are young, you can go on this way for quite some time, but burnout is burnout, no matter your age or your position in the world. And you must make a conscious effort to compartmentalize what you need in order to stay focused, to stay disciplined on your goal. And in the future, the Judgment card. Wow. I have a feeling you know where you're going. You know where you're going with all of this. You have been chosen. You have chosen. It is mutual. You are in real alignment with your purpose in this life. You see the through line between a variety of events that may not have always lined up, but there has been no waste in this effort. Every experience has contributed to where you're moving towards. This is a life of exalted service in some way. And I see this goal as something you trust in. You already are living it. And that's what makes it surreal in your life. That's how it motivates you, how you serve it. And this is, again, something you must manage. I'm going to clarify these cards, but if this is resonating for you, Pisces, please like and subscribe to this channel, Pacific Tarot. I really appreciate your presence here and all the ways that you do support me. So thank you in advance for that. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Cups with a couple of cards. And let's take the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. These cards are thick. And for the Seven of Cups, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. For the Judgment card, 2 cards, please. The Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Very lovely. You are already a part of a very successful, orchestrated sharing community, of an abundant community. You're aware that your work, your environment is resource intensive. The work you do requires a lot of resources, and you are learning from every step of the process. Through every negotiation, through every process, you are open to moving along a very clearly outlined plan. This plan feels like it is very much about your work, your employment, your movement forward, but it does entail building a community, building a vast community in some cases where you may be attached to one particular location or aspect of this larger community in the way that you're working. You're not only open to learning, you bring a lot of skills to this community, but you recognize that you have a wealth of connections within your employment, within your professional practice, within your material environment. This can be the environment that you are embedded in, the natural world, the resources of the earth, management of that, bringing information to communities so that the synastry of the ability to generate abundance is something that you are building towards. It feels like this is about creation, generation of abundance rather than depletion of an overly large footprint in some way. This is turning victims into uh, abundant servants. In the present, the Seven of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. It's interesting. I see this as a very productive partnership. Perhaps you are receiving an invitation from someone who is in a position of power, who is able to help you to produce a heartfelt desire relevant to your capacity to grow in leadership in an organization or to level up your circle of influence in some way. Your gifts move beyond the material into the ability to be creative, to be imaginative, to be innovative regarding the kinds of needs that your communities, audiences, customers, clients, or students, those are simply examples, may be needing. And you are being consulted or relied upon to fill out the roster of services that are being provided. You're attending to what isn't seen within those communities. You understand the material needs that exist, but there is a far deeper need for creativity, playfulness, joy, um, emotional intelligence, maturity that your audiences, your clients may be requiring, that this person is able to help you to provide for, to address. In the future, the Judgment card is clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Wow, I can hardly imagine the opportunity that is evolving for you. I do feel like there is an opportunity for writing, for documenting, for reporting, for transcribing your experience on this particular path or mission. This has, it's something that fulfills every aspect of who you are at an emotional level. And that emotional level is productive as the result of the careful effort that you have put into attending to your needs and desires. At every step of the way, you have taken personal accountability for your whole response, your whole investment in what you desire and who you are, how it defines you, how your truth is defining the justice that you seek in the world. This is so very powerful, and I would expect that many of you are producing incredible, not just research, but narratives that exemplify or describe your experiences doing this work. That is, it looks like towards the future. And I'm going to finish this reading with a flower oracle for you. And what jumps up is the peony, and the key word is health. Focus on all parts to make the whole. And this goes back to your health, rejecting anything that degrades your divinity, your perfectness, your worthiness. Thank you so much, Pisces, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.